Happening, folks? Kevin here from SportsBoxBreaks.com, coming at you live. What is today? Wednesday, July 15th, 2020. I am breaking our one and only case of the 2020 Panini Luminance football. This is Choose Team Case Break number 1. Who has who in the break? Arizona Cardinals going to Brian S. The Atlanta Falcons, Gary T. Baltimore Ravens going to Rick A. The Buffalo Bills, Jerry B. Carolina Panthers, Brian S. Chicago Bears going to Mike T. Cincinnati Bengals, Frank J. Cleveland Browns, Eric S. Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos belong to Jeremy T. We got the Detroit Lions going to Rick A. The Green Bay Packers going to Frank J. Houston Texans going to Dean E. Indianapolis Colts, Tom G. Jacksonville Jags belong to Tom G as well. Kansas City Chiefs going to Jeremy T. I keep wanting to say the LA Raiders because I'm used to getting to the LA teams right here. But no, the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders going to Travis S. This is the first product, I think, where the Las Vegas Raiders officially pop up. Were they in one yet? I think they might have been in one. But this one will have some Las Vegas Raiders, I believe. Travis has them. LA Chargers belong to Frank J. LA Rams going to Travis S. The Miami Dolphins, Frank J. The Minnesota Vikings going to Connor W. New England Patriots, Jeremy W. The New Orleans Saints going to Cam R. The New York Giants going to Rick A. The New York Jets going to Tom G. Philadelphia Eagles going to Derwin S. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Mark C. San Francisco 49ers, Tom G. Seattle Seahawks, Brian S. Tampa Bay Bucks going to Jeremy T. Tennessee Titans going to Brian S. And the Washington Redskins going to Jeremy T. Here we go, guys. Guys, a couple things. So this product is a bit unique in the sense that, like, for instance, like the New England Patriots and stuff like that. Jeremy was emailing me before that, you know, Tom Brady shows up on both the Patriots and the Bucks in this one. We always go... Exactly, Hudson fan. There you go. We always go with the logo on the card and the text that accompanies the logo to who the card belongs to. So we might see Brady in both uniforms. We might see some other players in situations like that too, but it's always the logo on the card and the text accompanying it to who owns that particular card, which team. All right, just throwing that out there. All right, there we go. Top seal and a bottom seal. I'm opening from the bottom so that I can flip them right side up. Oh, it's Tom? Tom, I get confused all the time when I see the nicknames versus the actual name. All right, there we go. Empty box, fellas. Let's get these guys, let's get them like that, right? And then we'll do 2 and 2. Let's count them, guys. Let's count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Here goes. They're like long, interesting. Okay. 3 autos, 1 memorabilia per box. 3 and 1. Yeah, Justin was messaging me before because he did pick up the Patriots, and or Jeremy rather. Jeremy picked up the Patriots. And was just inquiring that, you know, those cards don't belong to just like one specific team, right? If it's Brady. And I said, no, it's always the logo and the accompanying text. So that's the way it goes. All right, let's do a couple of these at a time. Let's start off with 2, and we'll get into more after that. Guys, thanks for filling it again. Really appreciate that. Three autos, 1 memorabilia, correct? Yeah, 3 and 1. These packs are just like blasting apart. All right. I don't know the breakdown, so let's look at like a per pack here before we get into bulking them all together, shall we? All right, Aaron Rodgers up top. If I remember correctly, the text itself is like colored red or blue or whatever. If it's a card that is like a numbered card, like a parallel, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna run into that. You guys. Absolutely, that sounds great, Tom. We're going to get some college team situations up here. So you guys definitely feel free to chime in quickly with some team designations on those. We'll double check them as we sort them as well. College picture on the front and the team logo on back. Good to know. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get at it. Phillip Rivers, Mark Ingram. All right, so here's our first one that does have a little bit of color on it. Got a Charlie Warner. That is to 250. San Fran. And is this our first hit? It sure is. Jonathan Taylor. It's falling out of my hand. And it's blue. That is Indianapolis Colts, even though he is in college uniform. So that's a situation like we're talking about here. Colts on the board, 25 out of 50. And it does have the Colts logo. So college uniform, but across the board it does have the Colts on there. So Colts going off to Tom G. There you go, buddy. Right out of the gate, Tom is getting the first one. Congratulations, sir. Got a dynamic of Taysom Hill for the Saints. Tyler Johnson, Jalen Hurts, and Lamar. Okay. That was one pack. Second pack. Sammy Darnold, Terry McLaurin, Jared Goff. We got a George Kittle to 50 for San Francisco, so nice low number stuff there. I believe it's orange. 28 out of 50, San Francisco. Also going to Tom. Tom is on fire. And here we go. Here's Mr. Tom Brady. This one is going to be a Tampa Bay Bucks. How about it? It is going to be to 75. So Tom Brady to 75, green. And it is a Bucks card, just to show you one more time. So, all right, next up is going to be KJ Hill. That's going to be the Chargers and Frank. What do we got for you, buddy? Auto to 299. LA Chargers rookie auto to 299. KJ Hill. Light speed of Champ Bailey for the Broncos. These are cool looking cards. Very cool. Airbrush game on point on that one. Yes. Their Photoshop skills are fantastic, right? All right, that's the last of that pack. I'll bulk them together in the next couple. All right, Marquis Brown. We got an Alvin Kamara, Nick Chubb, TJ. Anthony McFarland Jr. to 50. That is going to be a Steelers card. Steelers to 50. There's your Steelers logo. Pittsburgh Steelers going to who? Pittsburgh is Mark C. Mark C getting it. And how about some Drew Lock action coming up here? Drew Lock, Broncos going to Jeremy. And that's pretty nice, Jeremy. What is it? Bright? 2-color patch to 25, Drew Lock Broncos. Congratulations, Jeremy T. Got a Jubilee. Jubilee for Cleveland Browns. That's Mr. Baker. Baker Mayfield. Jubilee. Murray. What do we got? DJ and Eno Benjamin. All right. Next one. This will be the last one of this box. Got a J.J. Watt, Travis Kelce, Cooper Kupp, White. All right, we got a Devontae Adams to 299. A little bit of color for Green Bay. And our hit is going to be Jake Elliott. Jake Elliott going off to the Birds, going to Derwin. What do we got for you, sir? Relic to 49 with ink. Jake Elliott, Philadelphia Eagles, 8 of 49. Relic auto. Howie Long, vintage. Little tag up top left, vintage Howie Long, and they kind of make it a little bit of a sepia tone picture. So it has the Raiders listed as LA Raiders because of his era, but it's just, straight to the Raiders ownership. All right, let's keep going. Next. Kickers are people too. All right, I'm just going to stack these together, guys. And once I get through this one, I'll do like a couple of them in one shot. It's one hit per pack, basically, is what it shakes out to. Who else is out there, guys? Give me a shout out in the chat if you guys are hanging out there. Let me know who's hanging. We got, let's see where our numbers are. We've got 12 people watching right now. It's an early start tonight, a little bit earlier than usual. We got Terry McLaurin up top, Jared Goff, Marquis Brown, Stephon Gilmore to 50 for the Patriots. So 35 out of 50 Gilmore. New England Patriots going off to Jeremy W. Jeremy. Right behind that, we got a Drake /75 for Arizona. And here we go. This is going to be a year one auto. So this is going to be college player lookup. If you guys want to look up, unless you already know who Bowden belongs to. Luminance auto, year one. That's red ink. That's on card red ink. Beautiful. I'll look it up real quick because I got the checklist handy as well. You guys are probably Bowden is Raiders. Beautiful. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Raiders it is. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Red ink, year one on that one. And the Raiders, I believe, was Travis, right? Let's see. Vegas Raiders going to Travis. Congratulations, sir. Nice hit. Nice hit. Raiders. I'm going to put all the college stuff that needs clarification off to the side for myself when we're sorting it out, just so it makes it easier. Did we look through these? Let's see. Got a light speed of Michael Vick. Got a Cam Akers, Jerry Jeudy, Jimmy Garoppolo, Devonta Parker, McCaffrey, Sam Darnold. Trav, what's up, buddy? Trav, I don't know if you came in to see the hit you just scored. How about that bad boy? Lynn Bowden Jr., year one, red ink, Raiders card, which you own, sir. Congratulations, Travis. Numbering to 250, Nathan Rourke. It's going to be another one that's going to need a lookup. Here we go for the Lions. What do we got? Jeff Okudah. Also photo variations. Jeff Okudah for the Lions. There we go to 299. Rookie auto, Detroit Lions. Going to Rick A. Rick A getting it. Behind this, we got a Derrick Henry lights out, and it's pink. The whole card is pink. I don't know if that's anything specific. I haven't seen the lights out yet. Maybe they're all like that. Lights out of Derrick Henry for the Titans. That's Brian on the ownership. All right, let's keep going. So in situations like that, guys, where there's no NFL team designation, we'll, like when we're going through them, because there's not a lot of value there, we'll randomly place like any base cards, stuff like that. If it's an autograph or a relic card where it's a non-NFL team designated player, I'll do a random.org on it to determine who gets it, because it would be a hit at that point. We got a Saquon, Odell Beckham Jr., Juju Smith-Schuster, Deshaun Watson. Mark, what's happening, buddy? Mark C. hanging out over on the Facebook side. We got a Leonard Fournette to 299, Jacksonville. And next up is going to be for those Vikings. Who's got the Vikings in this one? Connor does. Connor's got them. What do we got for you? Jeff Gladney. That's pretty sweet, man. 38 out of 50 on that. Blue. 38 out of 50, Minnesota Vikings. All the lights outs are pink? Okay, cool. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Next, we got a flash of Von Miller. These insert cards are super nice. I like the setup on them. Von Miller, AJ Espina, Brian Edwards, Jefferson, Le'Veon Bell. What do we got? McFarland Jr. to 50. So some orange for Pittsburgh right there. Pittsburgh going off to, I believe it's Mark. Yes, sir. Mark C. on the ownership. There you go, Mark C. And a little bit left here, and I see another auto. Josh Allen, Jacksonville Jags, facing me right here. Jacksonville going to Mr. Tom. This is the second box right now, Trav. Second box here right now. Tom, you are getting a bright relic of Josh Allen, Jacksonville Jags. Mahomes, dynamic. Johnson, Isaiah Simmons, and Lynn Bowden Jr. one more time. Just a standard rookie base. All right. Let's keep rolling. Let's get two of these busted at a shot, yeah? Jersey swap, Jubilee moments, rising, and shining stars. Excellent. Thanks, Tom. You're a wealth of knowledge, my friend. I like it. Guys, Obsidian Basketball coming up next. They're both fully sold out. Break one and break two. Thanks for doing that, guys. Be a nice Maybe a quick session. I don't know. If we can get those Diamond Kings filled up, we might extend it out, so we'll see. This case is only 420 cards or 460 cards or something like that in total. The Obsidians are rather small, too. Yes. Cardboard connection and group break. Dangerous combination of resources. I agree. So my setup here, and Jason's back in PA as well, because of course I set it up for him, but we have two monitors, two pretty sizable monitors. And I keep the streaming software and the list of participants and all that stuff on one side. On the other monitor, I have group break and a couple things going on, so I can flip-flop, but it's definitely easier when it's being relayed in the chat. All right, here we go. Next two boxes. Let's leave that up there so I don't confuse myself as to which one I'm working through. All right, Baker Mayfield at the top of the stack. Big Ben. What do we got? Smith for the Green Bay Packers. Here's a little color. Flash. Todd Gurley to 100 Rams. Flash insert to 100. Got an Adam Thielen, that's to 99, Minnesota Vikings. And we have a redemption here, guys. Let's leave it down for a second. Let's look at the rest of the stack. We'll look at the redemption last. We got a Lamar lights out. Ravens. I know, right? Swordfish from like 1994 with John Travolta. Is that what you're referencing? That's great. Justin Herbert, Claypool. Haskins, Phillip Rivers, Ingram, Thomas. What do we got? Malik Harrison with a little bit of color right there. Baltimore to 250. And we got some Luke Kuechly action coming up here for Carolina. Carolina goes to Brian. What do we? Ooh, Brian, that's nice. That is an illuminated ink. Carolina to 49. Beautiful. Congrats. Nice Panthers hit. Nice Panthers hit right there. It's a thicker stock, too, than the other autos have been. Drew Brees, Flash. Let's keep it going. Derek Brown, Davis, Zach Moss, Kelsey Cup. Before he did Battlefield Earth and lost his mind. Exactly, yes. I think, who else was in that? Wolverine himself, I think, was in that movie, wasn't he? Jameis Winston to 299. And here's Grant Delpit for the Browns. What do we got? Yeah, we got some ink. Grant Delpit, Cleveland Browns to 299 auto. Browns going to Eric. Eric S. gets it. Numbering 121 of 299. Dynamic of Lamb. Nick Chubb. TJ, followed by JJ. Then we got a blue here of Tony Jones Jr. That's to 99 for the Saints. All right, here we go. Debo coming up. Is it ink or is it just relic? San Francisco. It is a bright relic of Debo Samuel. Yes, you are correct. I'm remembering that now. That was kind of controversial in its day. San Francisco 49ers going to Mr. Tom. There you go, buddy. A little Debo Samuel bright relic. And here is a vintage, old school, John Riggins, Washington Redskins. I like the look of those vintage. Isaiah Hodges, Stewart, and what do we got? James Morgan. All right, guys, let's see what this redemption holds for us. Let's just snap it up here in the camera real quick. You guys might need to checklist it for me if it is a college player. Boom. It is a year one signature RPS of Cam Akers. Cam Akers, and I know Cam Akers' team, and I can't remember Cam Akers' team. That is the Rams, right? LA Rams going to Mr. Travis. Travis, doing all right. Your favorite breaker from Vegas coming through for you, buddy. Year one signature RPS card 14. Rams going to Travis. Congratulations, Travis. Nice. All right, here we go. Second one. Second stack. We're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8 boxes left to look at. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Tyler Boyd, Alshon. Adams. Sterling Shepard. That's an orange to 50 for the Giants. Orange to 50, Giants. You son of a bitch. It took me a minute to understand what you were asking, what you were saying there. 702 Breakers. Could have been, but it could have been those guys as well. Cooper Kupp to 299. And we got another redemption. We'll leave it there. All right, Steve Young coming up with a vintage. Jalen Rigor, Rourke, Gordon, Adrian Peterson, Allen, Lamar, Drew Brees, and we got how about a Chase Young to 75. Washington Redskins with a green to 75. Going off to Jeremy. And next one coming up. Who's got the Chargers? Frank does. This is Jason's guy. Let's see what we got here. Derwin James. There you go, buddy. That's to 49. This is Jason's personal collection guy right here for the Chargers. Frank owns it. Frank, I don't know if you're flipping or if you're keeping, but reach out to Jason. You might have a buyer in your hands. 7 out of 49 on the Derwin James. Very nice. Very cool. Yeah, I've been there a couple times. I've been over to their shop a couple times. Lightspeed, they're never there. They have guys working the desk. They're in cahoots with a couple guys. I know the Jared Blesnick was, he was involved in the poker world for a long time. There's a couple other guys involved in the poker world that I believe are owners as well of that shop. To 75, Marshawn Lynch, Seattle. Next hit coming up, I see it right here. It's a Grant Delpit for the Browns going to Eric. That is to 299. I think Tom Marchese actually is part owner or something of that shop. He was a pretty sizable name in the poker world for a while also. Grant Delpit, auto to 299. Going to Eric S. Eric S. Got a Jared Goff, lights out. Okuda. Xavier McKinney. Baker, Big Ben. Trevon Diggs to 250. All right, we got a Hardman Jr. sighting coming up here. KC on the board for Jeremy. Jeremy, what do we got? Bright Relic. Nicole Hardman Jr., Kansas City Chiefs. Got a flash of Peyton Manning, Zach Moss, Herbert, and Chase Claypool. All right, guys, we got another redemption to take a peek at. Let's see what we got here. Boom. Jake Fromm, year one signature, RPS, card number 5. I'm drawing a blank on Fromm. You guys are going to hit me in the chat before I even get to my lookup. That is the Bills. Buffalo Bills going off to Jerry B. There you go, sir. Card number 5, year one signature, RPS, Jake Fromm. Redemption. Congrats. Bills. Jerry B. Congratulations, sir. All right, let's keep going. 2 at a time. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Yeah, the Blez guys, I don't know them personally, but they every once in a while I'll see like a retweet and stuff of some of our things from those guys. So, the break scene is kind of weird, where everybody's kind of out for themselves. Jake Fromm State Farm. I was thinking that as I was actually rattling off the name. But I was saying the break scene is kind of weird. It's like kill or be killed to a certain degree. But those guys are friendly with their retweets and all that stuff. So I think they're cool. Just live in the same city as them, and I've never actually met the dudes. Jake from State Farm. Speaking of, you're making me think of like auto insurance, right? So Kathy, my fiance, has a second car. It's a Mini Cooper. She never drives it, and just decided finally it's time to sell it off, right? So we have it for sale privately on Craigslist and the Facebook Marketplace, and I think Letgo. We have it on 3 places. So today, this person has been messaging me for 2 days. I'm handling all the correspondence 2 days. We set up a time to meet at 1:30 my time out here, which was 2 hours ago. So I'm like, shoot, that's going to be pushing it because the live stream starts at 3, right? So I go over and meet the person. No show after like 15 messages. 1:27, they're like, oh, we're not going to be able to make it. We're coming in from Boulder City. We're not going to be able to make it. Literally 3 minutes before the arranged time to meet. Drives me crazy. Clicks out there, mutually beneficial thing, pyramid thing where guys start breaking after being curious, after being customers of others. Well, it's a tough scene to get into nowadays with the allocations and whatever else. Like, if you're coming in fresh off the street and decide, like, I want to become a breaker, you're not going to be able to get product. You're not going to be able to get product at a price where you could sell it and turn a modest profit. That's the problem. You could buy all the product you want retail. There's Tom Brady once again on the Tampa Bay Bucks. What do we got? Javon Leak, blue to 99. Oop. Well, they did us dirty, fellas. They did us dirty with the 250 points card. So that's going to be put off to the side, and we are going to figure out who gets that points card based on hitless teams a little bit later. We got a lights out of Joe Namath. Yeah, it's tough if you're somebody brand new coming in off the street that doesn't have a buying history with any kind of distributor because you just won't be able to get the product. Kerryon Johnson to 75, green for the Lions. Lawsuit in the works. Antonio Gandy Golden auto for the Redskins, numbering to 299. Cool picture. Very cool picture. Washington Redskins going off to Jeremy T. Got a Dan Marino flash. Kenny G. Got a Bryce Perkins to 250. Exactly. I see some old school Philadelphia logo happening here with the Randall Cunningham. Philadelphia Eagles coming up. Who's got him? Derwin does. Derwin, a vintage relic of Randall. Philadelphia Birds. Randall Cunningham. Cool looking card. Dynamic of JK. Malik. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Dynamic of Swift with a little bit of numbering to 100 right there. Again, that's one. You guys could tell me the NFL team on it, but I'll be looking it up later regardless. Devontae Parker to 299. And this, my friends, snuck right the hell in here. Jacoby is in year 1, blue ink auto. Swift is Lions, beautiful. Very nice. Year 1, blue ink, on card, good stuff. Snuck in because it was facing the front way. Hudson fan is gonna, I know. That is going to be Colts, right? Indianapolis Colts, and that is one of yours, Tom. Congratulations, sir. Nice hit. Nice hit. Tom G. Scoring a beauty right there. Congratulations, sir. All right, let's keep rolling. We just had a couple more cards to look at. We got a Julius Peppers, KJ Hill, Lewis, and Van Jefferson. I'm OCD, and I feel like I missed some cards in here, but no, that's the stack we were working through. Yeah, Johnson to 75. We saw them all. All right, let's look at the next stack, guys. Let's keep going. We're going to be halfway there once we get through this stack right here. Congrats, Tom. Nice hit. Amari Cooper, Marshawn, Brissett, George Kittle. And they did us dirty a second time, guys. 250 points. That is going to be where one of the hits would live. So 2 points cards thus far. Then we got a Ruggs to 250 kind of sandwiched in between there. A little Brian Bosworth, the Boz. He's a guy you don't see show up too often in these products. Vintage Bosworth. Sterling. Got a Jared Goff to $2.99. Here comes our next hit. How about them Bills for Jerry? Yeah, one of the autos. I know. Jake from State Farm again. What do we got for you, Jerry? Yes, sir. Jake Fromm to $1.99. Buffalo Bills. So 2 Jake Fromm sightings. 54 out of 199, buddy. Got a light speed of Deion Sanders on the Falcons. All right, Antonio Gandy Golden to 99, Washington Redskins. And, well, how about Randall Cunningham again? Is this a dupe, the exact same relic from the previous box? It is. Vintage relic dupe of Randall Cunningham. So Eagles get another Randall. Lights out of Michael Thomas. You think after, I remember years ago, like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that, there was talk that Panini was finally going to ditch the points cards. I could be remembering something incorrectly, but I thought there was talk in the industry that the points cards were finally going away. Jerry Jeudy to 100, dynamic. Very nice. What do we got? What's Judy's team again? I'm looking at Alabama and almost thinking Atlanta. Aaron Rodgers, $2.99, and, well, we got a DeAndre Swift year 1 sneaking in here. DeAndre Swift. Don't mind me. So Swift is Lions, right? Detroit Lions going to Mr. Rick A. Blue ink. Watching this and what's going on, Jeremy B. Swift year 1. Congratulations, sir. Couple cards were hanging out around it. Justin Jefferson and a flash of A.J. Green. All right, so there we go. Unfortunately, we're 2 points cards in. Let's hope that's the last of them. Here comes 2 more. I'll hit recap this all a little bit later. I think I'm going to keep going right into the Obsidians next. I'll put together the hit recap and figure out who gets those points cards a little later. All right, that's the way we want to go. Yep, good in theory, bad in execution. I think overall, all those on the collecting side or whatever would be plenty happy. But don't they nickel and dime you and all kinds of fees? Like they charge shipping, they charge other stuff when you actually redeem those points, right? They fee you to death, from what I remember hearing. All right, we're beyond the halfway mark. How long we've been recording? Recording for 34 minutes, so even though there's only 400 cards, they take a while to get through. All right, Daniel Jones up top. Got a Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson. Numbering to 100 of Jerry Rice. Flash of Jerry Rice, 49ers. Very cool. Adrian Peterson to 299. We got another redemption, guys. Another redemption. Seldom, have about 4,000? Yeah. Patrick Mahomes with the lights out. Stack and save. That makes sense. Makes sense. So a new little shtick our distributors are doing is if you have stuff from the car distributor shipped to your home address. They consider it residential now and are upcharging you like, I don't know, I want to say $7 per delivery because they claim UPS is the one actually doing the upcharge and they have to pass along. So that adds up rather quickly. Cleveland Browns with the Grant Delpit. That is going to be 73 of 99 blue. And Alan Faneka, Pittsburgh Steelers. That is an ink auto. Ink to 99. Pittsburgh Steelers going off to Mark C. Getting some more Steelers love. Let's keep going. We still have the redemption to look at from this stack. Carson Wentz, Flash, Delpit, Weaver, Jacoby Brissett, George Kittle, Fitzpatrick, Samuel. What do you got in there? I see Nightbot got a little squirrely on you. Sorry about that, Tom. I don't know what you're saying. Adam Thielen is 75 green, and the gentleman whose name I'm not going to try. We're going to say Albert O on this one. Numbering to 100, Denver Broncos. Came up with this guy a couple times in previous things. Broncos going to Mr. Jeremy T. To 100. Capital letters, yeah. Nightbot doesn't like capital letters either. Let me do this for you. There you go, man. Just gave you the blue wrench, so Nightbot won't get squirrely on you anymore. Dynamic of Watson, Pinckney, Chase Young, Patrick Queen, Faneka. All right, Leonard Fournette, Sterling, Shepard, Amari Cooper, Marshawn. Ruggs to 250. All right, here's Noah. What do we got? Denver Broncos going off to Jeremy. Bright Relic. Denver Broncos. Dan Marino with a vintage. McFarland, Trevon Diggs, Brian Lewerke. Now let's see what this redemption is, guys. Guys, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up. I see 3 thumbs up on the video already. That's what you're looking for. The thumbs up. All it really does is gets us in front of more eyeballs, which potentially gets more people buying in, more breaks filled, all that good stuff. So benefits everybody. All right, here we go. Redemption time, guys. Denzel Mims, year 1, signature red. So it's going to be red ink. Denzel Mims. That is the Jets, correct? Excuse me. Tom G. There you go. Again, Tom, you got the right teams in this one, buddy. Year 1 signatures red. Denzel Mims. Jets. Going off to Tom. All right, let's look at the second stack. Legacy auto of his on the desk right now. All right, Darius Leonard, Fitzgerald, Kirk Cousins, Khalil Mack. What do we got? We got a green to 75, Miami, and we got another auto. Tony Jones Jr., New Orleans, little TJ to 299. New Orleans Saints, I think that's the first call out for the Saints going to Cam. Cam R owns it. Tony Jones Jr., Travis Kelce, lights out. Davis, Moss, Joey Bosa, Jones, Edelman, Evans, Matt Ryan to 299. And how about them Bills again? Maybe Gabriel Davis for the Bills going to Jerry B. Bills are crushing it. Rookie auto for the Buffalo Bills, Gabriel Davis. Numbering for you, sir, to 299. 299. Let's see what you got going on there, Jeremy. I got to take a look. I love it. I don't see my busted hands up on there. They're getting worse, guys. They're getting worse. Don't judge. Gabriel Davis to 299. All right, let's keep rolling here, fellas. All right, next up, Nick Chubb, Flash. 145 inches of greatness. That's fantastic. Denzel Mims again. Ross Blacklock, right? Tommy Stevens, Smith. Matthew Stafford, Derrick Henry, Patrick Queen to 250. And holy cow, it's the Randall Cunningham relic show here. You're going to be able to weave together Randall's actual jersey that all these relic pieces got pulled off of. Eagles going to Derwin, and that's the third one of these. Vintage relic of Randall. One more time for Philly. Congrats again. All right, Justin Herbert, Dynamic. Hodgins. James Morgan, Minshew, Drake, Valen. All right, we got a nice red to 25 here. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Miami. 15 of 25. Tough to catch the numbering there with the glare. Who's got the Miami spot in this one? Frank J. Yeah, not even a variation. It's literally the exact same card 3 times in a row, I believe. Dak Prescott to 299, and here we go, guys. Sneaking in here. C.J. Henderson, year 1, blue ink. So the year 1s are all on card, apparently, right? C.J. Henderson. Doing a quick look up. You guys are going to beat me to it. That is Jacksonville, right? Jacksonville Jags. Tom gets it again. Tom, your teams are doing well, buddy. Jacksonville Jags, C.J. Henderson, year 1 auto. Tom gets it. Congrats, bud. Got a Marshall Faulk, vintage. Cam Akers, Judy, and Gabriel Davis. All right, 4 boxes left, guys. 4 to go. Really? Hacked on Twitter. So they're going after like high-profile Twitter accounts? The Cash App itself got hacked? What? That's crazy. You would think Cash App would have crazy levels of 2-factor authentication and all that one going on. In fact, I don't have it near me right now, but I'm so paranoid with like accounts that I have 2-factor authentication with hardware tokens. So you actually have to plug a thing in and press your thumb against it for it to log you in for the second level of authentication. That's crazy. Yeah, I have a YubiKey, is what they call those, YubiKey. I'm like over the top paranoid when it comes to that stuff. You would think that those guys would have had 2-factor authentication, so you wonder what happened if they somehow compromised like a Twitter server to get direct access to those accounts. That's interesting. All right, here we go. Next 2 boxes. Got a Watson, Jimmy Garoppolo, Devonta Parker, McCaffrey, Xavier McKinney to 250 for the Giants, and we got a Gardner Minshew coming up here, guys. Jacksonville Jags going to Tom. What do we got for you, bud? Nice. Numbering to 99 on this one. What do they call it? Spotlight Auto. Spotlight up top. Minshew, 47 of 99 on that. Congrats, Tom G. George Kittle to 299. What do we got? Tyler Huntley for the Ravens. Ravens going to Rick. What do we got for you, Rick? Nice. Auto to 299. Rookie auto. Baltimore Ravens. 141 of 299. Going to Rick. Perkins. Hamler. Tony Jones Jr., that is blue to 99. And how about some Seahawks love? Russell Wilson. Seahawks going to Brian S. Russell Wilson. Jumbo, I think it says under his elbow there. You can't make it out because they put the picture directly over it. Russell Wilson, Jumbo Relic. Let's look at the rest here. This one's pretty cool. It's got like a matte surface on it. Rising. Different surface compared to the other cards so far. The whole thing does. Even the back. Is that some kind of variation? Like some kind of flip stock or whatever? I'll leave it off to the side. You guys can tell me. Benny LeMay. Got a light speed. 91 of 100 for Jerry Rice. San Francisco. I did not actually. Ryan Tannehill to 299. And here we go, guys. How about another year one? Anthony Gordon coming up here. Year one auto. Blue ink. Anthony Gordon. I did watch it after the fact. That is the Rising case hit insert. Oh, okay. So this guy right here is the Rising case hit insert. I will leave that off to the side then. Beautiful. Beautiful. Gordon is Seahawks. All right, Seattle Seahawks then on the board for Brian S. with the Anthony Gordon auto. Congrats. Year one auto, Anthony Gordon. Couple cards left. Dynamic of Swift. I was browsing through YouTube like an hour after the fights ended on Saturday, and all these rogue channels post all the fights. So I was able to watch all the fights. They had them clipped out, like they had the who was the main event again? Usman and what's his face? I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. They had it, so I was able to watch them all on YouTube. They instantly, like within 10 minutes, those videos come down. But like I caught them at just the right time where I was able to watch them. The Aldo fight was the best. That's one I did not watch. That's one I didn't watch. Le'Veon Bell. Got a Bryce Perkins to 250. Masvidal. Yes, why was I drawing a blank on Masvidal? Brian Harrion. For the Browns, going to Eric. What do we got for you, buddy? Pretty cool looking auto. 75 out of 150, Cleveland Browns. Light speed of Michael Vick. Did you guys have any wagers down on the Masvidal? I know we were talking about it a little bit last week, and I think somebody said they had Masvidal for the win. $2.99. It did not go that way, unfortunately. I was rooting for Masvidal. I just didn't have any wagers down. All right. What do we got? We got a little blue. Blue to 50. Very nice. That is going to be Buffalo Bills. Jerry is crushing it with the Bills. AJ Epinesa. Buffalo Bills. Rookie auto action for you, Jerry. Congratulations. Bills doing well. Lights out of Derrick Henry. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I mean, he stepped up, and he's the man for stepping up, but at that level, can you really step up on 6 days? Like, that's hoping for a little too much. What do we got? Brandon Ayuk, 16 out of 50, San Francisco. Nice low number here. Orange for San Fran, going to Tom G. And how about a Nicky Bosa? Right behind it. So San Francisco hits back-to-back here. Nick Bosa. That is going to be the bright relic. San Francisco 49ers, Tom G. Nah, this is going to be it, Trav. Because I'm sure right now the price on this is probably 3 times more than we paid for it. So you can't sell it. You can't sell it after that. We actually had more than this case, but we sold them as personal boxes on our eBay listings. So we did have a little more, but we just decided to do the one as case breaks. Got a Zach Moss, Justin Herbert, Claypool. Yeah, 22 pounds in 6 days, exactly. Fitzpatrick, Curtis Samuel, Adams. Here we go, guys. Here we go. It's numbered to 10. I don't know what they're considering the color. It's almost like a purpley, fuchsia kind of thing. Miami Dolphins to 10. Who's got the Dolphins in this one? Miami Dolphins, that's Frank J. Frank J. Noah, we're just going to go Noah I on that one because I don't feel like trying to pronounce some of these new guys' names. They're killing me. All right, Demarcus Lawrence, blue to 99. And here it is. Here it is. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Year 1 blue ink auto. You guys can beat me to it before I get there, but I'm looking him up real quick. That is Cleveland, right? Cleveland Browns going to Mr. Eric. Eric S. There you go, Eric S. Congratulations, buddy. Congrats, congrats. And a couple cards left here to look at. We got 2 boxes remaining. We got a dynamic of Patty Mahomes, Derek Brown, and we got a Davis. Last one. All right, 2 to go. Here they come. Nice. Good deal, Tom. Good deal. Your team seems to be doing well. All right, last 2 guys. Obsidian coming up next. We're going to see how good Obsidian looks on the basketball side of things. It's been done in football. I'm seeing your message over there on Breakers.tv, Moosey. Yeah, Masvidal didn't win, but he didn't lose. All the kudos to him. I like Masvidal. I wish he did win. I would have liked to have seen that guy become champ, but I don't think, he's not going to be down and out for sure. He's got, 2019 was a great year for that dude. Built up a big game for himself. Even though he's been in the sport for 15 years, 14 years. Back to the Kimbo Slice backyard brawls in Miami. Game bread. You guys watch any of those bare knuckle boxing matches? All that stuff pops up on my YouTube news feed because I, follow a lot of UFC stuff. So all that bare knuckle organization pops up. They have a lot of guys that were, they're kind of retired and past their prime in the UFC that are springing up in that organization. They had Chris Lieben for a while. I think Chris Lieben fully retired now, but they had him for a while. I think they had, they had several guys. Maybe Gray Maynard might have been in there. He stomped on Masvidal's feet. That was a move that they did early on. Early on in the UFC, there was a lot of guys that did the old foot stomp. I think Marco Huas and a couple of the guys. I'm talking mid-90s UFC. The foot stomp was a real tactic that several of those guys used to employ. We got a Hilton to $2.99. The UFC tonight, I'll have to check it out, yeah. All right, we got a Tyler Huntley for the Ravens. This is going to Rick. Numbering to $2.99 auto, Baltimore Ravens. 257 of $2.99. Dynamic of Ruggs. Chris Lieben cards. Yeah, Chris Lieben, watching the UFC or the Ultimate Fighter reality show, he was the first season, right? He was the first season with Stephan Bonner and that whole crew. I'm almost positive. Tyler Johnson at 250. All right, we got a Hardman Jr. coming up here. Kansas City. Going to be going to Jeremy. What do we got, bud? That's the bright, right? And that's the 25. That's the best bright relic yet. 2-color to 25 green. Kansas City Chiefs. Hardman Jr. Jerome Bettis with the vintage. So you guys, I don't know if... Moosey over on Breakers.tv. So I'm coming at you guys from Vegas. I literally live a quarter mile away from the UFC's headquarters and their Apex Center. I look out my back door and I can see the UFC's Apex Center from the back of my house. They're not putting any fights on in the U.S. right now, right? Because they're doing the whole Fight Island thing. Travis Kelce to 50. So nice Travis Kelce. But they were using that Apex Center to put on their little private fights without having to... go to a public arena. Kelce to 50. Patrick Mahomes to 75. And here comes our next one, guys. How about Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts again. That's the second one, isn't it? It's in today. It's in the U.S. I thought they were still continuing to use the Fight Island, right? How about another Jalen Hurts? That's pretty nice, man. Jalen Hurts. Oh, don't get on me about car washes. Kathy was doing some sorting before, and she came across a Conseco card and jokingly said to me, do you want me to throw this away? Hurts, Eagles. Eagles on the board. Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles. So to go along with the Randall Cunninghams, Derwin is going to get a Jalen Hurts year one coming your way. Got a light speed. Adrian Peterson. Huntley. Tyler Johnson. Want to make sure I looked at all these. I'm sitting here chit-chatting, and I'm losing track. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, that's the Jerome Bettis vintage in there. All right, let's look at this little stack right here, and then we got the last box to go. All right, we got a Saquon, Odell Beckham Jr., Juju Smith-Schuster, Watson. Numbering to 75 on this one. James Proche, Baltimore Ravens. And how about some more Raiders love? Bryan Edwards. Raiders auto. 138 out of 299. It's still kind of weird. Las Vegas Raiders. Travis S. gets them. Lights out of LT. All right, T. Higgins, last card. All right, guys, one box left to look at. Let's see what it's going to be. Let's see something big. Let's see what we got. Aaron Donald, Josh Allen, Saquon, Devontae Adams. That's to 50. Nice. Green Bay Packers to 50. 11 out of 50. Drew Brees to 75. All right, we have CeeDee Lamb coming up. CeeDee Lamb. Dallas going to Jeremy. There you go, bud. That's to 100. Beautiful. 33 of 100. Jeremy T scoring it. Congrats. Light speed of Wilson. Lamar behind it. I know, San Diego Chargers. Yep. James Proche to 250. I see something coming up next. What do we got? We got the Colts coming up for Tom. What do we got? Michael Pittman Jr. Pittman Jr. auto going to Tom. 299 on the numbering, sir. 186 of 299. TJ Watt, lights out. Got a Sterling Shepard to 99. Moosey, just FYI, I know you're hanging out on Breakers.tv. We live stream to 4 different platforms. If you go to our website and then go to Watch Breaks Live, it'll have the links to all 4 platforms. Most of our guys hang out on our YouTube channel these days. So you're certainly welcome to watch through Breakers.tv. But if you want to be kind of active in the crowd, in the chat, you're going to see most of our guys hanging out on the YouTube. How about some New York Giants love coming up here? New York Giants. Okay, sounds good, man. New York Giants going to Rick. Austin Mack to 299 auto. Good stuff, man. New York Giants. Rick A. Todd Gurley. T. Higgins. Huntley. Drew Lock. Winston. Edmonds. Daniel Jones. Jacob Nip. That's to 99 blue. And here we go, guys. Is this the last hit? John Riggins, Washington going to Jeremy. That is a vintage relic. Washington, John Riggins. I think that's the second one, right? I think we pulled one. Dynamic of Ruggs. Got a Bryce Hall, Murray, and DJ for the Seattle Seahawks. Guys, thanks again for filling it. I'll do a hit recap a little bit later. I want to keep the flow of the session going. I'll hit recap all these hits. I'll have to do an inventory on those hits and then figure out. We did pull 2 points cards, so look for the hit recap later on tonight. You'll figure out we'll figure out who gets those points cards based on the inventory of the hits and all that good stuff. So thanks again, guys. Appreciate it.